everybody, I'm back. First of all, I'd like to say that this is going to be a quick little unscripted chat about the Phantom of the Opera Masquerade animatic that I recently posted, and I wanted to talk about my inspirations, my character design process, and other things that were involved in the making of this animatic. And I'd also like to note that I'm not at my usual recording setup. I'm currently on vacation, so I had to download a voice recorder thing, and you can probably hear like birds chirping or noises in the background, and I'm very sorry about that in advance. But yes, this is where we're at. So let's start off with why I made this animatic. So I love The Phantom of the Opera. It's one of my favorite musicals of all time, and it was the second show I ever got to see on Broadway. The first was Wicked, but I went to see it at around like a very lucky time, January of 2020, right before the shutdown, and it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. I really genuinely loved every second of seeing it. I particularly loved the Masquerade scene because of the ensemble and the vast amount of different costumes. Yeah, I loved it, and I started work around last year, but I got a bit sidetracked by starting my own band, Theta, and I sort of put the project to the wayside for a bit, but within that time I had done some concept sketches, and I filled out a few sketchbook pages with some character stuff, and I was about ready to start it, but then everything happened. But after Theta had concluded its first show, I needed some fresh new video ideas, and I was having a really hard time coming up with ideas for what I would do next. And around this time, I had been watching through a few older movies that I liked during my childhood. I stumbled upon A Monster in Paris, which I had not seen in a very long time, and I had remembered, hey, this is kind of similar to Phantom of the Opera while watching it, and I was absolutely awed, in complete shock and awe of how good the movie was. I was so surprised. It was so much better than how I remembered it. The music was incredible, the characters were amazing, and I kind of, to this day, don't get mad at me for this, but I kind of prefer it to the actual Phantom of the Opera. I kind of like it more. But my one major problem with Monster in Paris, and I don't know how they would have done this if they were to make a scene like Masquerade, but they did not have the Masquerade scene in it, and it got me thinking, I really loved that scene. Why don't I revive my old animatic project I had for it? And thus, I started working on it a lot more, and I completed it. But yeah, that's basically it. Another thing I'd like to discuss is my character design process. So none of these designs are solely original. Majority of them are based on the original concept sketches and character costumes in the original Phantom show that were designed by Maria Bjornsson. I mainly started out with a few personality sketches for accurate characterization for the main characters, so I could just plan out how I would draw faces and expressions for certain scenes and moments within the show. You can see some of them here. I researched some of the original sketches that there were for the costumes in the Masquerade scene specifically, and that helped me develop how I was going to draw a lot of the ensemble characters. And this was an ensemble-heavy animatic, which isn't that normal, and it was very difficult, but yes. The ensemble characters were very fun to design. My favorite ensemble character, if you're wondering, is the butterfly girl. I really like her, and she was always my favorite one to draw. I pick a lot of the most important and recognizable traits from the original Phantom sketches because I have to be able to draw these characters over and over again and have certain recognizable things, so I sort of simplify it down for speed and accuracy for when I'm going to be drawing it. I hope that makes sense. But once I've developed my design, I sort of planned out how I was going to do the shots in my head, how I was going to stage everything, and a lot of it is inspired by the 2011 production, which is one of my favorites. But yes, I think that's pretty much everything you need to know. Oh wait, no, it's not. So, in total, there are over 150 unique drawings in this animatic, which is too much if you ask me, and It's funny because my original Willy Wonka video has around 50 unique drawings. Yeah, it's a lot more now, but I think I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you really enjoyed it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for voting on the poll, thank you for watching the video, and thank you for supporting me. You guys are incredible, and look forward to some interesting videos in the future. I have a couple ideas. So, yeah, goodbye!